Hey troops, it's Roy from Geeks Adventures. Woohoo! Just doing a quick update on a very tiring Thursday. So a couple days ago, uh, Rutger Hauer, and for some of you young uns, you're going, who's the German guy? And the fact of the matter is, okay, let's be honest here, even for old folks like me, he was master thespian. No, I don't think he got any Oscar nominations for anything he's played. But when he passed away, and the reaction on social media, it reminded me a lot of what happened with when Patrick Swayze died, where you remember bad movies as well as good ones. You're remembering really bad movies. Let's be honest, Roadhouse isn't brilliant, but it's still fun. And a whole lot of people just sharing lots of really cool, fun memories, stuff they liked, and it was sad to hear his passing, but it was really cool to see how many people still remember his work and still enjoy his work. And I'm not just talking about Blade Runner. One of the most quoted lines in sci-fi. I mean, it's like, holy crap. Odds are you've probably heard it, and I've always wondered, where the heck is that from? Time to die, now I die. That whole little soliloquy he has. And then from there, he was in so much stuff. It's ridiculous. Some of it really bad. I by dumb luck, I caught this movie called Blind Fury on cable somewhere, and he wasn't bad. It was basically an Americanized take. I mean, I'm not too sure if it was a ripoff of Zatoichi or what, but he plays a blind swordsman. Blah 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 blah. Wasn't bad. Fight scenes actually were kind of cool, and this is from like the '70s. So the fact that it didn't suck was actually really impressive. And I mean, you go to Wiki, go to IMDb. He was in so much stuff; it was ridiculous. And of course, one of the other films you talk about with him besides Blade Runner, Lady Hawk, my favorite. Yay! And then the beauty of the film by Richard Donner. This is like about a couple years after filming Superman. At the time, fantasy films were one of those funky things that they're trying so hard to make things not look dumb and corny. And unfortunately, ended up with things like Sword of the Sorcerer, so on and so forth. The funny thing about the film though is that it is a fantasy film because it is about Rutger Hauer's character and Michelle Pfeiffer, who are one's a wolf, the other one's a falcon, so on and so a hawk, so on and so forth. As much as that is the backbone of the story, the central theme of it, that's not really what matters. What really matters, what drives the story, is the characters. How these two lovers are trying to come to terms with trying to break this curse, or in the case of Rutger Hauer's character, Captain Navarre playing some payback on the Bishop of Aquila. And in the middle of all this, and Matthew Broderick is hysterical as Philippe the Mouse, who's like, how did I get stuck in this? A wonderful film, so fun to watch. Okay, the music. I believe Alan Parsons' project got drafted into doing the soundtrack, the orchestral soundtrack, and it's like disco meets John Williams. It's not the worst thing, but sometimes it just but the film in general, it's so fun to watch. So many wonderful characters. The Bishop of Aquila, who is totally nuts and psychotic. I forget the actor's name, but the captain who takes over Navarre's job and is basically like, "Look, boss, tell me what you want to do. I'll do it." Wonderful. So much fun stuff. And like I said, I mean, at the time, rather than focus on the, ooh, he becomes a wolf, she becomes a hawk, etc., veers away from that. They use a couple really simple tricks to show the transformation um, during the film. You know, only a couple times, really. Most of it's about them, and it's a fun showcase, especially for both of them. This is the first big film that Michelle Pfeiffer did, and Rutger Hauer. You see him. It could easily have just been turned into, kind of a Jason Statham movie where I'm going to show my range of grumpy, sad, grumpy, raging. No, there is a legit sense of loss, a sense of rage. All these things mix into this character. I guess the interesting thing is Kurt Russell was actually supposed to be in this. Yeah, you heard me right. Kurt Russell, seriously. That Kurt Russell. Would have been interesting to see how things had changed if he had done it. But anyway, so yeah, Rutger, I'll miss you, man. I'm glad you had a chance to be in some other things. His turn as Rourke in Sin City, and as the snotty little executive dude in Batman Begins. Yeah, you got the memo. Anyway, so yeah. If you get a chance, if you haven't seen this, please do. It is fun. I mean, sometimes it feels a little dated and corny, but it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. So anyway, hey, y'all take care. Thank God tomorrow's Friday. Thank you. Y'all take care. May the force be with you. May the odds be in your favor. And as always, hey, be good to each other, okay, peeps. Bye.